currently dominating the flyweight division after enrolling herself into the Professional Fighters League. And like the weight machine, she is making a bigger and bigger splash in the constantly innovative, interesting continent of Europe.
The best Muay Thai striking in mixed martial arts I have ever seen.
If you compare my fighting experience, it's huge. It's so a lot bigger than hers. Like I've got plenty of more rounds. So yeah, going into the second, third round, that's definitely an advantage.
Cornelia Holm, very difficult to put away.
Hailing from Manchester, England, and with her mother, Lisa Howard, by her side, Dakota abandoned Muay Thai fights in Asia and set out to Europe to create an unforgettable tournament of pugilism. But her opponents are finishers, boasting more experience in the cage than she had ever faced. Will this be the end of Ditcheva's undefeated tier that has seen her compared to the greatest in the sport? Or will these cocky foes learn the lesson that skill trumps experience? This is Fighting is Art. Let's go. For a long time, Dakota dominated the world of Muay Thai with an iron fist, winning 9 contests in a row, 5 of them by brutal finishes, and even becoming British champion. Charming and calm. However, she has a fierce side that only few have seen. And in this video, we're showing what happened when Dakota Ditcheva became so angry, she sent her opponents to the hospital.
It's going to be unbelievable. The shot and a right hand.
This is Fighting's Art. Let's go. We're kicking off the list with one of young Dakota Ditcheva's toughest tests against 77-fight and 73-win veteran Georgina van der Linden, who brought a truckload of experience into the ring and wasn't afraid to use it. Dakota came out guns blazing in round 1, as she always does.
Ditcheva.
Straight through the center, yep.
Ditcheva's on a mission here, my friend. Really is. Looks very strong. Head to both girls, Danny. Ditcheva really going forward with the heavy shots.
But Georgina wasn't phased as she leaned on her veteran savvy and shut things down with slick clinch work.
The center, yep.
Ditcheva's on a mission here, my friend. Really is. Looks very strong. Cross head there. Good push kick there from Ditcheva, setting up good hands.
Round 2 saw a shift, with Georgina turning up the heat with relentless pressure and volume, pushing the young phenom onto the back foot.
Definitely more focus.
By round 3, both women were fully dialed in, trading fire in a back-and-forth brawl that had the crowd on their feet.
Dakota Ditcheva.
Push. She starts.
Yeah. Nice counter left up.
In round 4, Georgina started hot again, but Dakota adjusted like a pro, using sharp kicks and clever clinch control to steal the momentum.
This round, really some fire now, Danny.
The beginning of every round between these two girls has been so explosive. Yep, lots of stuff to work on. The young Dutch language of the young girl from Holland. She's just, like I said, she's just fighting with her heart.
Yeah.
She's blown.
The final round followed the same rhythm, with Georgina charging forward and Dakota chopping her down with well-timed counters and punishing low kicks.
And the noise she brought with her would turn quiet confidence into open war. As Dakota's rise turned her into a name every promoter wanted and every fighter wanted to test, the one voice that rose above the rest belonged to Taila Santos. Fresh off her bond, Santos began stirring the pot before she had even signed her next bout agreement. She told interviewers that Dakota was too hyped, that the PFL was handing her easy fights to build a poster girl, she hadn't earned her reputation.
For Dakota, I feel like she is on a high train right now, and I don't really...
It was the kind of talk that dripped with bitterness, and the kind that Dakota never entertained publicly. Behind the scenes, however, it lingered. Santos had once stood in the UFC spotlight, had taken Valentina Shevchenko the distance, had lived under the biggest lights. To fall, to be caught, to be suspended. It left a bruise on her pride that needed a new villain to blame. Dakota became that outlet. The Brazilian wanted to drag her name into the mud, to reduce her accomplishments to marketing. She posted thinly veiled jabs online. Each insult was bait, thrown into the current to provoke a reaction. Dakota never took it. Instead, she sharpened her silence. She had grown up in gyms where talk was cheap and execution was currency. Her team at American Top Team trained her not for the noise, but for the moment it stopped. The second the cage door closed, and all that was left was breath, space, and skill. When the PFL announced the 2024 World Championship card in Riyadh, the matchmakers got what they wanted, the purest striker in the division against the loudest return story in women's MMA. Even those close to the sport could feel that something different was building. The energy between them wasn't standard rivalry, it was
and Ditcheva was pounding Santos to the cheers from the crowd. Every attacking attempt by the Brazilian was rewarded viciously with counters.
Claim $170 swag bundle for free. Let's talk about everything he needs out of the sideline. Nice elbow inside.
And Dakota gave her no breathing space. She applied damage on the former UFC title challenger that even Valentina Shevchenko failed to do in 2 bouts.
About reaching down. She's already got...
With seconds to go in the round, a wild elbow all the way from Thailand was followed by damaging shots to the head and midsection, earning Ditcheva the PFL America belt and a $1 million prize.
For sure.
But she wasn't done. Ditcheva celebrated by putting lipstick on in the center of the octagon before embracing her team, including her mother and former kickboxing world champion Lisa Howarth, and roaring with joy.
Not sure what that's all about. I'll tell you what it's about. Yeah. Dakota Ditcheva, president of fighter operations, Ray Seth.
Not only did Ditcheva break Britain's barren run for a female world champion, she has done it in a dominant fashion, rarely seen in women's MMA. Seeing how Carmouche lost easily to Santos, it is obvious that the Girlrilla would get chumped by Dakota when they meet in 2026. On July 19th, Dakota pulverized Sumiko Inaba for 3 rounds en route to a unanimous decision victory.
And suddenly, this happened. Everyone thought Sumiko was done after getting such treatment, but she didn't give up just yet.
Here's the elbow. Back elbow. Stuff from Ditcheva. Another knee. And you know if it's going to hit you in the ribs. Great job. Those 2 last knees. Hitting him on target to the body.
Dakota was determined to finish the match in the 2nd round, but Sumiko proved to be a tougher opponent than she had expected.
Beautiful right hand. Inaba coming in.
What she has to hit Sumiko Inaba with to make her way. But I think Ditcheva brought a lot of strikes with Sean.
Sumiko spends most of her time just trying to dodge Dakota's attacks and not get knocked down cold.
Staying in here enough. Inaba's doing just enough to stay in the fight, but hasn't had to
Out in the southpaw stance left. Back to orthodox.
After surviving round 2, Sumiko was almost blinded in her left eye.
But she's still taking on Ditcheva. You have to make her at least worry about it.
Dakota really is a joy to watch in there. She can fight with clean and smooth technique, but she's also capable of making things ugly. As the fight's midway point came, it became clear that this was not going to end well for Sumiko Inaba unless she changed something fast. Whatever game plan Sumiko and her team came up with was clearly getting ripped to shreds in real time. We gotta credit her toughness, because some of these shots would have broken many other fighters in the division.
Beautiful Ditcheva coming in.
Sure, the finish didn't appear to be getting any closer, but this was a polished performance.
What she has to hit Sumiko and out whip to make her go.
Dakota's physicality for the 125-pound division is really something to be marveled at.
I can hit you with that. That's how hard she's been training for this fight.
Look at the power on even the clinch. Yeah.
Walking forward constantly and entering hopeless clinch exchanges was just not going to work for Inaba. Dakota is just too good at counterpunching, and even if you avoid those, her plum clinch is truly on another level. Another very easy round for the best flyweight in PFL. Sumiko needed either a knockout or to drag Dakota down to the mat and submit here, neither of which looked likely. But her toughness was beyond any doubt at this stage. She seemed like she had a chin of steel. Dakota looked as fresh now as she did in the opening exchanges of round one. Ditcheva's constant body punches and front kicks to the midsection were clearly taking their toll.
Successfully, that's the only thing that's landing for her.
Those have all been from the clinch position where
Somehow Sumiko still didn't seem to be showing the signs of major damage, despite being hit with shot after shot over these 3 rounds. And whenever she did try to implement her wrestling, it was totally ineffective.
Now here's a takedown attempt from Sumiko Inaba. First one of the night.
Ditcheva looked like was ready to challenge for UFC gold already in this fight, and she's not even in her prime yet.
went to the fence voluntarily and just kind of
Shakes out that left hand.
Sumiko's fighting spirit cannot be denied, though even at the end of round 3 she fought on. Dakota could not have been more relaxed under the pressure of Inaba's takedown attempts.
into the level change, but not able to finish.
And you see Dakota Ditcheva shaking her head, not going to get this takedown.